Everyone seems to be obsessed with marketing on and making money with Facebook and Google Plus and Twitter, but nobody ever talks about Tumblr. But let me tell you, Tumblr is one of the best kept secrets in the game. And with Tumblr, you can often get more traffic, more backlinks, more reshares than on any other social site. I'm Jay from LazyAssStoner.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily grow a massive niche-related following on Tumblr, and then I'll show you how to take advantage of that following so that you can make more money. So a lot of people still think of Tumblr as just a place where you can go to get a free blog, which it is, but it's also much more than that. It's actually a whole social network, just like Facebook, just like Twitter, just like Google Plus. And just like all those other sites, you can follow other people and they can follow you. Then when you log into Tumblr, you see the latest posts from all of the people that you're following and vice versa. You'll find people sharing everything on Tumblr, from cute cats to indie music to fashion to art to just about everything you can think of. But Tumblr is a bit different from Facebook in the sense that people don't really add their boss and their mum and dad on there. It's more anonymous, and often the people that use it only know the people that they're following through online. And for this reason, Tumblr has a bit more of a anything goes kind of culture. So whilst on Facebook, people try to keep up this appearance of their perfect life, on Tumblr, people can post about their indiscreet drug habits, their sex lives, whatever the hell they want. Hell, you're even allowed to post porn on Tumblr. But for an internet marketer like myself, the thing that really makes Tumblr stand out over other social networks is just how crazy viral everything goes. Things just seem to get shared more on Tumblr than they do on any other social site. So for example, on Facebook, if you have a fan page with 1,000 followers and you share something out, you might be lucky to get 10 reshares. Whereas on Tumblr, with the exact same amount of followers, you might get 100 reshares. Basically, people just love to reshare stuff on Tumblr, or as they call it in the Tumblr world, to reblog stuff. So how can we take advantage of this? Well, here's my dead simple 3-step guide to building a massive following on Tumblr. 1. Head over to Tumblr and set yourself up an account. So this is pretty straightforward. Just create a username and a password and add a profile picture and all that kind of stuff that you would do on any other social network. So let's say that I have a site called Everyone Loves Cannabis and I want to set up a Tumblr account to promote that site. So I'm going to call mine Everyone Loves Cannabis. So here's the Tumblr that I've set up as an example. Then once you're done, just leave your account alone for 24 hours. Don't bother asking me why. Sometimes it just does weird things when you start moving on to step 2 on day 1. So just trust me, leave it alone for 24 hours. Step 2, now you want to log into your Tumblr account and then you want to do a Google search for Tumblr tagged your niche, and obviously replace your niche with your keyword. So for my cannabis example, I would just search for Tumblr tagged cannabis. Then what this should do is bring up a page on Tumblr that shows all of the posts that have been made that have been tagged with that keyword. So in my example, I'm seeing a page on Tumblr where I'm seeing all of the latest Tumblr posts that have been tagged with cannabis. A tag is just like a hashtag. So now what I want to do is just scroll down that page and find a post that has a lot of likes and reshares. Now you can see the amount of likes and reshares down the bottom of each post. It'll say X amount of notes, which means X amount of likes and reshares. So for example, now I found this cannabis related post which has over 100 likes and reshares, and what I'm going to do is just click on the notes link so I can see everybody that has liked and reshared that post. Now these are the kind of people that I want to follow my blog because they're obviously interested in cannabis, they've already shown they're willing to like and reshare other cannabis posts, so they're likely to reshare anything that I post out too. But how do we get these people to follow my blog? Easy, you just follow a shitload of them and a ton of them will follow you back. So I just start going through the list and then following them one by one. Now what will happen is a bunch of these people will see, hey, this other cannabis blogger's followed me. I think I'll follow them back. Now what you want to do is spend a few minutes every day for 25 days following 200 people until you've followed 5,000 people. Then you should have like 1,000 niche related followers following your blog. And remember, these are people that have all shared out stuff that is related to your content, so they're going to share your stuff like crazy too. Step 3. Once you've followed 5,000 people and have a ton of followers, you can now start to grow that Tumblr account even further by just posting out lots of niche related images. So in my case, I would just post out lots of viral cannabis pictures that people will share like crazy. Now you can find these images on sites like Reddit or Pinterest or wherever. So for example, I could head over to the cannabis section of Reddit and find this cool cannabis image and then just post it to my Tumblr blog. Furthermore, what you can actually do is add a link below the image prompting people to follow your blog. So I could just write something like, love cannabis, follow everyone loves cannabis. And tons of people will reshare that image and that link stays there so that when someone else reshares that image, it'll still link back to your blog when someone else clicks it. Now to somewhat automate this, Tumblr also has a scheduling feature. So you can just upload a shitload of images at one time and then schedule them to go out a few times a day for the next month or so. And if you do this so that you're posting out content every day, you'll pretty soon find your followers numbers starting to snowball to several thousand followers. And remember, these are all niche related followers, and that's really all you've got to do to build up a massive Tumblr account. It takes time, but as I'll show you in a second, it's so worth it. So here's one that I prepared earlier. It has over 1,000 niche related followers and people are sharing the images and the posts that I'm making like crazy. This one, for example, has over 500 likes and reshares. Every time I post out new images like this, it attracts a ton of new followers too. But you can check out this Tumblr for yourself if you want by just heading over to legalizepetition.tumblr.com, and you can just take a look at some of the numbers on these posts. They're getting shared an incredible amount of times. And this is one of my smallest Tumblr accounts, and it's still getting these kind of numbers. I actually set this one up a while back and completely forgot about it, and it's still getting regular new followers. But why would you want to take all the time to build up one of these Tumblr accounts? Well, there's a few reasons. One reason is to simply get traffic to your site. You can drive literally thousands of free and targeted visitors using your Tumblr account to your site. Every time you add new content, just post it out from your Tumblr account. For example, here's a link that I posted out to one of my example sites that I used for another video, and as you can see, it's gotten over 100 likes and reshares. Now another huge benefit, and I can't stress this enough, is SEO, and that is one of the big reasons that I focus so much on building up big accounts. But Tumblr is one of the best out there for SEO. So what you can do is add links to your site below your images, and you can link your images to your site, and every time someone reshares one of these posts, it gets posted to their profile, and that's another backlink. So if your link gets shared 100 times on Tumblr, that's 100 backlinks from Tumblr, which is one of the most authority sites in the world. So for example, this post now has tons of backlinks pointing towards that content. But furthermore, people will also find your content on Tumblr, and if it's good, they'll repost it to forums and blogs and other social sites too. It's the perfect platform to get your stuff to go viral. Once you have a big Tumblr account built up, it really becomes a mean link building machine, and it's one of the best tools in my SEO arsenal. Now if you're new to SEO and don't know what the hell I'm talking about, then you need to start with my free crash course here. but anyone that understands SEO will see how valuable this is. Now, on top of all of this, another really cool thing that you can do with Tumblr that I've been doing a lot is promote your YouTube channels if you have one. Videos get shared tons on Tumblr just like pictures do, and if you have a channel and you want to get it off the ground, Tumblr is the perfect way to do it. You can get tons of shares, tons of views, tons of comments, tons of backlinks to all of your videos, and through just a decent Tumblr account alone, you really can get a YouTube channel off the ground to the point where it's starting to just naturally get views from YouTube. But you can basically just use these Tumblr accounts for whatever you want, whether that's building up lists or promoting videos or promoting sites or whatever. You can use them in any way that you would use any other social profile. The big advantage though is stuff often gets clicked more and shared more and seen more on Tumblr than on any other site. And that's why I love Tumblr. It's freaking awesome. And for every niche site that I have, I build up a Tumblr alongside it. Now, if you're completely new to making money online, and maybe you found this video by typing in "make money with Tumblr," and you're like, oh well shit, now I need a site, I don't know how to do that, I don't know what this SEO thing is, then you need to start from the start and get my free crash course right here, where I'll show you how to easily set up profitable niche sites that you can then build a Tumblr around and make money from. Or if you already know the basics, like how to choose a niche and how to set up a site and what SEO is and what affiliate marketing is, and you just want to see how I use social accounts to get my site to the top of Google, then you can click here. I promise you, it's not like those SEO techniques that you're seeing all over the place that worked in 1995. This is some seriously next level shit. And finally, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here for more no BS, no hype videos about how money is really made online. Until next time, peace out and stay awesome.